It's Saturday. Ready for a challenge? I am. I hope it's a challenge. I bet it is. I bet it is. I have a good feeling about this one. It's gonna be tougher than the usual Saturday puzzle. Saturday puzzle. Here it is. The Crossword. The Saturday Crossword. New York Times, September 9th, 9923. Robert S. Gard is the constructor. My name is Steve. Nice to meet you. I'm the solver. I'm not the constructor. I have never constructed a crossword, but I like to solve them. I do pretty well at these. So, gonna see how well we do today. Gonna talk through it. Gonna have some fun. That's what it's about. Are you ready? Thank you for joining me on this quest through the crossword. Let's play. Okay, we have like a flower. It looks like opera villains are basses, right? They have a low voice and they sing. One time Scandinavian exports IKEA furniture. I don't know. Title: It shares an etymology with admiral. How about emir? That's kind of cool. Art form with a theater organ. I don't know. Fended off, staved off. Spot to curl up with a book, maybe, is a nice corner, a reading corner. I don't know. Apple quantity, is that like bushel of apples, or is it like the computer? I don't know. Sports bar fixture, in brief. LED TV. I'm going with that. Square is even. We're all square. Some futuristic hovercrafts are futuristic personal transports. Political subject of Nino and me. Scalia. Antonine, I guess, Nino. Latin for last is ultimo. Scandinavian exports. Oh, Sobs. So it's not hovercraft, right? Scandinavian, yeah, that was Swedish, right? Futuristic hover something else. Okay. Silent movie, theater organ. Yeah, the mighty Wurlitzer organ makes cross, vexes. Time for self-care is a me day. Let's see. Prepare to put in storage is to box up. Folds, I don't know. Clingy type, saran wrap, something like that. I don't know. Opening day, I don't know. Christmas is opening day. You get it? Because you open the gifts on Christmas morning. And then Boxing Day. Whoops. Boxing Day is a day later when you send it back. Okay. Folds. I don't know. Choice for checkout. Not in the U.S. Boxing Day, but they have it in Britain, right? In Canada. All right. Probably Australia. I'm guessing. I don't know. I've never celebrated Christmas in Australia. Choice for checkout. Paper or plastic? No. I don't know. Attire for Count Dracula and Doctor Strange. They wear capes, cowls, cloaks. It seems like it's a good vampire clothes. All right. Church part near the altar. Don't know. Clingy type. I don't know. It could be some type of adhesive. It's an adhesive joke. All right. Unwanted discovery. Under the bed is a dust bunny. What do we have here? Pepper with questions. I don't know. Monthly releases. Ova. I got it. All right. Like a Lothario. Sneaky. I don't know about that. Sleeky. That's not a word. Temperature units in physics. Kelvins. Science. All right. Some client arrangements are, I don't know. On a mission. We're on a mission from Gad. Branch of study that challenges heteronormativity. Something about gender, sexuality. I don't know. First co-ed and racially integrated college in the South. Don't know. Okay, choice for checkout. I still don't know. Church part. Still don't know. Clingy type. It looks like Braille, but there's no letter here, but it wouldn't be clingy. I don't know. All right, let's go somewhere else. We'll come back. Gets with is meets maybe. Certain zebras are referees. Are no, I'm sorry, zebras. Fake person is a fraud. I don't know. Coming up next is on tap. Whoops. I meant to go here. Blank cakes are cupcakes in the UK. I don't know. Johnny cakes, is that a thing? Hoverboards, not hovercrafts. Hoverboards. Suss out is to snuff out. Like some tests. I don't know. What kind of cake is this? Vacation in the Ionian Sea. Is that Corfu? That's an island somewhere near Greece. I'll go with that. I don't know which sea it's in, but it seems like something around there. Family man. I don't know. Monotonies. Or dins or drones or I don't know. Top notch. I don't know. Clippers. Bounty. Clipper ship. I don't know. Clipper, like a news clipper, a coupon. Coupons! Oh, if you're a coupon clipper, you have a lot of coupons. I like it. Thieves who targeted pedestrians, historic parlance. Bandits? I don't know. Alright, family man. Lord something? I don't know. Monotonies, I don't know. Starter for short, I don't know. Help out informally, I don't know. Sign, I don't know. So many suspect, so little know. So many assume, so little know. I've never heard that, but it sounds kind of wise, so I'm going to go with it. Top knot, I don't know. Clipper's bounty. Sorry, thieves who target pedestrians, I don't know. Piddling amounted a sue. Dance move in the prone position is the worm. I mean, you start in the prone position, you do that. Yeah. All right. Like some tests, true false. An entire test of true false seems, I don't know. Half sister of Meredith Grey. Don't know the characters in Meredith Grey. Hopefully, it's a name that I can figure. It's like Emily or something. Worked steadily at. I don't know. Family man, lured something. I don't know. Good fella. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a good fella. All right, monotonies. I don't know. A bit of deception is fraud. Yeah, why not? Right? That's a bit of the fakery. Faint. Oh, it could be faint. Oh, I don't like that LR. Let's go with faint. The Ronsky faint. Is windy, perhaps. I don't know. Half sister of is it Leanne? I'm going with no. It's not Leanne. Is it Lee? Could be Lee. I don't know. It's some female name. I'm hoping. Work steadily at. Plied. You ply your trade for years and years, and you build up a business. Kvetches. Moans. Complains. Here we go. Some neighborhood mischief informally. TPing. Superlatively buoyant. Gayest? Maybe? Whim whams. What the heck is a whim wham? Never heard that one. Overexcited volunteer. I'll do it. I don't know. Is windy, perhaps. Waves. Waxes poetic. Oh yeah, waxes poetic. Okay, so this is Lexi. Lexi fits. Let's go with that. Help out informally. Do a solid. Hey, brother, do me a solid. Sign is to endorse. Yes. Okay, so it is Lexi. How about that? Thieves who targeted pedestrians. In historic parlance, I don't know what fits that. That word means thieves. Top notch is grade A. That's how we get that ending there. Starter for short. API? What app? Like a starter, like a meal appetizer. Monotonies are ruts. It keeps going. A footpad is a word for thief. Foray cake? Maybe. I don't know. Learning today. I knew this was going to be a challenge. Old concert halls are Odia, right? The Odeon is the singular. Whim wham. What the heck? Branch of study. That college. Oh, queer theory. That makes sense. Yeah. Totally. All right. Grounds estate. You have the grounds for your big giant house is the estate. Has the stomach for abides. The dude abides. It's not a singing day. It's a movie quote day. All right, complimentary. I don't know. Universal self of Hinduism. I don't know that. Okay, this is not right. I was talking about maybe it was HBCU, but that's not right. HSB something. HSBC is a bank, or was a bank. Is a bank, but that's not right. It's a purse type. I guess this could be wrong. Because I was thinking universal self was Atman, but I know that was Buddhism. But you become one with Atman. So grounds, I don't know. Okay, this doesn't look right. I do. That's what that is. Whim whams are nertes. I don't know. So that we keep. So we're getting rid of those. Okay, grounds. I don't know. If it's not a state. No idea. Complimentary is free. Complimentary is saying, whoops. Get over here. Complimentary is, there we go, is no cost is what it is. It's free. Okay. Whim whams, are they nerves? Oh, grounds is motive, right? Your grounds for why did you commit that murder? Well, that was the motive. Your grounds for doing something. Okay. So whim whams means nerves. A hobo bag. Oh, yeah. You keep like a billion things in. I guess it is Atman. Okay. Apparently, I remember some things about Hinduism that I learned at one point. Well, I certainly don't know it. Oh, Berea is the college. Berea. It's in Kentucky, I think. A fake person is a poser. Certain zebras are mares. Oh, sure, colts and mares. Why not? They're equines. They're like horses. Some client arrangements. I don't know. Maybe add something. Add account. Oh, accounts. Just accounts. This is Nestle Quick. Wait. Pepper with Pepper with questions says quick. I don't get that. I don't get that. Clingy type is a barnacle, however, and church part near the altar. Okay, folds are eaves. Are caves? Oh, folds like I give in. I cave. So this is the chanson, like a chancery. A choice for checkout is a lane, and yeah, at least one square is a miss. Okay. The chancel is totally a thing. I know I've heard of the chancel. Absolutely heard of the chancel. Like a Lothario is not sleeky. Sleazy. Oh, Pepper with questions is quiz. Oh, I thought I had it. Okay. Then what was the other section that seemed wrong? I like that a lot better. Dust Bunny, quiz is Pepper with questions. I love OVA for monthly releases. That's so clever. But something is wrong. Sobs seems to work because hoverboards we have here. Antonin Scalia is a political subject who could be Nino. That totally works. What's going on here? Footpad? Could that be wrong? Because I don't like forey. I don't like that at all. Let's take the other ones. So me day, I like. True false for a test. It looks right. To snuff out. No, to sniff out. Boo doo 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 doo. Bop. Oh, the sound was out. Sorry. Doo 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 doo. Bop. Okay, so it's fairy. What is it? Fairy cakes. Totally looking at it up. All right. So if you're new here, when there's something that I don't know or I'm not sure if it exists, I love to look it up because why not, right? It's fresh in my mind. I'm going to look it up, maybe learn a thing or two. I usually forget to do that. There for at least one when there's a lot. But these Saturday puzzles, sometimes there's a lot of things to learn. So this one, there was. Thank you, Robert S. Gard, for teaching me. I am going to zoom out. So if you have to go, if you got plans, I understand. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't. But if you want to stick around, we're going to learn because there's some things I do not know. And one of them is the existence of fairy cakes. So I'm curious. Are you curious? What in the world are fairy cakes? Let's find out. They're cupcakes, of course, in the UK. Do they look the same? Fairy tale brownies, fairy cakes. Here they are. Fairy cakes. Fairy castle cactus. We got recipes for fairy cakes. BBC Food. Easy fairy cakes recipe. Okay, cupcakes and fairy cakes. Apparently they're different things. So fairy food cake, fairy bread party cake. Order fairy cakes at a nearby Baskin Robbins. That's actually not that close to where I live. That's the nearest Baskin Robbins for fairy bread cake. Okay, so I wonder, is there a comparison between fairy cakes and cupcakes? Yeah, fairy cakes versus cupcakes. There we go. What's the difference between a cupcake and a fairy cake? Often made using the creamy method. So muffins are different. Coach Sweet Tooth. Wait, somebody's named Coach Sweet Tooth. Are you going to challenge Coach Prime? Right? You got Coach Prime of Colorado. He's like all the big talk of U.S. college football. And now there's Coach Sweet Tooth is going to take over. Cupcakes are larger than fairy cakes. Did you know that? Neither did I. They have different. Cupcakes baked in larger cases. Not this is, I'm guessing, in the UK because American bakers don't generally use millimeters to measure their. I believe don't generally use millimeters to measure their. Okay, so fairy cakes are totally a thing. They're kind of like cupcakes, but they're a little bit smaller, which makes sense because fairies are little. So if they're going to eat a cake, it needs to be a little tiny cake, right? Okay. What else was it? I want to look up. What was it? No. I want to look up. What was that? Whim whams. Whim whams apparently are nerves. Is that like you get a little bit cautious? Like, oh yeah, they got the whim whams. You got a lot of nerves. Is it a good thing? So whimsical, whim wham. Here it is. Whim wham. A whimsical object or ornament of dress. Oh, the jitters. The number 3 definition of whim whams, although it is a plural, so it's I guess the first plural, is the jitters. You can't have a single jitter, right? If you should, oh, I had a jitter. No. You have the jitters. So you have the whim whams. Let's read it in a first known use was in 1500. That was the meaning divided in sense 1, but I'm looking for sense 3. Oh, come on, Merriam-Webster. No examples? Oh, man. I want the example. Merriam-Webster, what are you doing? Why you gotta do that to me? To us. To the people. Disappointed, Merriam-Webster. Merriam-Webster. Disappointed. All right. Maybe dictionary.com's got you beat. I don't know. Oh, it's British. Another. So we got the British. We got the fairy cakes. We got the Wim Wham is British. So what else? I wonder. Robert S. Gard, are you British? I don't know. We have a U.S. college right here for Berea. But we have Kelvins use the metric system. Could be a Brit. Could be a Brit. What am I talking about? Oh, footpads. Was that? No, that wasn't British. That was historic parlance. But Americans don't use the word parlance. So you're cultured. You're like educated. You might be a Brit. I'm so anti-American. What kind of person am I? You sound educated. You must be a Brit. What am I talking about? I'm just babbling. But dictionary.com has... Oh, okay. Ad for Meta. Dictionary.com has an ad for Prime. Dictionary.com has number 2, the Wim Whams. He had the Wim Whams after the accident. Thank you for the example. I appreciate that. Okay. Origin. Oh, it's a gradational compound similar to Flim Flam and Jim Jams. Okay. British Dictionary. Something fanciful, a trifle. Okay. So, what else was there that I wanted to look up? There was something. Oh, I wanted to just see the chancel is. I know I've heard of it. Apparently, it's near the altar. So I'm going to look up like anatomy of a church, and maybe if that shows up, so I can see the apse that shows up in Crosswords all the time, and the all those words for like the different parts of a church. So parts of a church, parts of a church diagram. Yeah, this kind of stuff here. We got the transept. All right, so what do we have here? This looks like a good one. I thought it was narthex with an H. The narthex, the bell tower, the chapel, the nave. So the people sit in the nave, and then the transept goes across, and they make the cross. The presbytery looks very Presbyterian. Is that like the altar, or is the altar up here? No, the altar is up here, right? This is a longitudinal wall. This is the porch. So like you enter and you walk in through the narthex. So that's like the lobby. Is that it? Okay. I've been in a lot of churches, but I never really knew the anatomy. Okay. And the apse is back there. That's the crossword number 1 word. But nave shows up in crosswords a lot too. Actually, this is very instructional. Let's pick a different one of these. Whoops. Let's go back to this color-coded one. Oh, the choir is here. All right, we have a bunch of chapels out along the back. There's the apse again. Ambulatory, I guess that's where you walk from place to place, because that's ambulatory. The transept goes across. The nave is where you sit, and we have some bell towers. Okay, so you sit in the nave. Now, these don't have an altar, so I'm wondering if I can find one that has... Holy cow! Ambulatory, apse, sanctuary. Is there an altar on this one? There's the altar. Okay, so now is like the stage-looking thing that's typically risen, is that... I thought that was the altar, but this one looks like the altar is just like the podium-looking thing. So I'm wondering now, is the stage-looking thing, is that the apse? I don't know. We have the nave here. We have the north aisle and the south aisle. Okay, so this is good. What else? Let's pick another one of these. Church architect. This one's pretty fancy. Apse with the altar. So the apse is the raised part, and the altar is on the apse. The choir has the raised floor to compare to the nave. Does that mean that's where the choir is? Because often the choir is in a loft. Oriented chapel. So these are chapels. The ambulatory walks around there. Okay, radiating chapel. That makes sense. They're raised. Radiating chapels, and the ambulatory here. Choir is the raised floor to compare with the nave. The nave is where the people sit. There would be pews in there, right? Pew, that's a good word for a crossword. Wait, the devil's door? Oh my goodness. There's a font and a transept. The crossing of the transept and the nave, covered with a dome or tower. Here's that narthex. Yeah, there is an H in there, in narthex. And the parvis. So many words. Wow. Okay. Well, I certainly learned a lot, I think. What's this one? Now, this one has a... Okay, this is one particular church. This is not a general. This is not what I had in mind, but totally useful, especially if you're a member of Edge Baptist Church. Now, they have a pulpit there. But I guess that's the difference maybe between this particular Baptist church and the Catholic church is there. But there's no altar, but there's a pulpit. Interesting. We have an aisle in the sanctuary, but there's no apse or nave or narthex there. But you know what? They have bathrooms, and that's pretty important too, because sometimes you got to go. All right, this one looks fancy. What do we have here? Apsidioles? No, I thought those were chapels. We have the ambulatory where people can walk around. Then there's the apse, is like the round section. The transept goes across. The crossing is where the transept meets the nave. Got it. The nave bay. Side aisle bay. And there's the narthex in the back. Advanced placement online. Oh, that's Santiago de Compostela. Okay. And north aisle. This one. Oh, yeah, we haven't had chancel. Oh my God, the whole thing was looking for chancel, and these haven't had chancels. Maybe one of them had chancel. No. This is one I was looking at before. It had an altar. It had apse. It didn't have chancel. So finally we get to the chancel. This is Warboys Parish church layout. There's a tower. There are two vestries. There are two aisles. There's a nave, two porches, and the chancel was built in the 19th century. Okay. So parts of a church diagram. I need to find more with a chancel. And I am now, this is like obsessing me. I kind of like this one with the elevation there. Oh, this is cool. All right, thank you, Britannica. Very quality. Very quality. All right, we have the aisles. We have the nave. We have columns. Those are important. The crossing. This is the transept, but it doesn't say that. This is the chancel, also known as the choir. And it doesn't say people are singing there. That's just the place. It's in front of the transept, unless built behind the altar, or between. Or I guess it's past. Yeah, it's between the transept and the altar. So the altar is the. Wait, do they stand on that thing, or is that a podium that they stand behind? I guess. What else? Another one we can find that's sort of like that. It's got the 3D, maybe. Oh, this one looks good. Oh, man. I want the answer key. No fair. Okay, that's the organ console. I know that one. Oh, man. That's the cross. 6 is the cross. Totally, I know that one. 3 looks like... No, 1 would be the altar. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm going to fail Sunday school. Makes sense. Here we go. Chancel and sanctuary. This looks helpful. turveybeds.com. Got a tower. We got the present. The nave. The present chancel. Oh, like that's what's there now. This is like they're making plans to build something. Or it's called present, and that's another word. I don't know. Okay. So many words, man. Okay. I think we're done. Crossing, side chapels, transitials. This doesn't say chancel. Okay. Chevet. Now you're throwing extra words in there. There's a porch. There's a transept. There's the crossing. There's the nave. I like that. The choir. So after the nave goes through the crossing and then turns into the choir. The apse is the round part. These are chapels. Yeah. Wait. Chevet. Apparently a chapel and chevet is another word. But where's the chancel? Is that up here too? I guess the chancel is the same as the choir. All right. I'm done. I've had enough. This is actually fascinating. There's so many words, man. I don't know. I guess you grow up in the church, you learn vocabulary for the names of architectural features. That's pretty impressive. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Tomorrow's Sunday. Get an extra big crossword. So today we had an extra big video of me looking up the anatomy of the parts of a Catholic church building. How do you like that? Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me on this quest to solve the puzzle and learn what a chancel is and how it is different from an altar and a choir and an that other word, chevet. No, that was something. All right. I enjoyed this. Having fun learning lots of words. And next time Nave or apps or narthex or transept or chancel show up in the puzzle, I have a greater chance of knowing it. And maybe so do you. So there you go. Have a wonderful day. I hope that you do. And I will see you in the future. Bye.